But now it's Pat Coyne story time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Warren, you're not fooling me, okay? I was a realtor once before, and I had all kinds of weird stories all the time. And I know you've got to have some, so you're going to have to out with one. I mean, it can be crazy. It can be something, you tripped on something walking into an open house, you're seeing some people in the hot tub doing something weird, whatever, smoking something funny, whatever. So, I mean, do you have anything weird like that? You know what I mean?
He doesn't work in your neighborhood, too.
Well, there's always anybody that's in this business for any period of time. I don't care if you're in it for 5 days. You're going to run across things you never thought you'd see.
Yes.
I had some people we were showing a house to at one time, and we were knocking on the door. We had an appointment. We tried to get into the house. We hear someone yelling, "Hey, come on in, the door's open." We're like, okay, we go in, and we're going through the house. I still can't find the person who, invited us in. So we're yelling, and we're saying, hi, we're going in here, we're going in there, we'll be upstairs. And then we ended up in the bedroom. We opened the door, and she's in bed. And I don't think she had anything on, but so it was a little uncomfortable when we walked in because she invited us in, and we said, we knocked on the door because it was closed, and we heard the TV on where she was in bed watching TV in the middle of the day.
Kind of interesting. That's an interesting invite. I mean,
That's something I would totally do.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Totally.
Wow.
I'd be like, I'm not leaving to show this house.
Wow.
I got to watch my program.
Well, did I talk about on any one of our shows about the time when they passed the law back in 91 or 92 about topless? You can go topless in Monroe County. Did I talk about that on the show?
Not yet, but
Can I?
you talk about it pretty much every day.
Oh, yeah. I still like that.
Not on the show.
That law. Yeah. Well, Warren, I'm going to tell you a short story, and then you can think of something while I'm talking. Maybe it'll strike a memory in another story for you. Back in, I think it was, they just passed that law with the 7 women from Cobb's Hill. They fought for equal rights and topless women, etc. And they passed the law. Within days of that law being passed, there were people around the city going topless, women. And one day I had a showing. I showed the house. A couple were pulling into the driveway of this house on Culver. I'm standing on the sidewalk, facing the road, waiting for the couple to come in. And they pulled in just as I was looking to my left. A girl on a bicycle, topless, was riding down the street on Culver. Swear to God, she's got no top on. I'm blinking and rubbing my eyes because I'm thinking I'm watching this on TV, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, it's the middle of the day. It's not late night pay-per-view. So I'm blinking, rubbing my eyes. The couple are pulling into my corner, peripheral vision on my right, and I'm like, oh, Lord, this is not going to be good. Sure enough, it wasn't. The wife had no sense of humor. I could not break her or get her to laugh or anything, because that's what I normally would do in a showing. I try to lighten people up, their personality. Boy, she was so mad from the time it was awful. I mean,
So they weren't buying in that neighborhood, right?
I never saw them again, to tell you the truth. They didn't buy anything from me. I think they were mad at me, and the husband got probably yelled at. He probably got beat all the way home because he was looking at her too when he got out of the car. Sorry, you got another story?
I don't think I can top that one. I got nothing on that one. That was a good story, though.
So what do you like to do the best in your realtor position? We've been talking about foreclosures and short sales, and I think you do some investments as well,
Yeah,
property
we
investment.
definitely do investments. Investments is definitely a tougher part of the business. It's a very cut and dry thing. When you deal with homes that people are going to live in, it's a very feel-good thing. There's nothing better than when someone closes on a house that they really wanted and they get into it, or if they're moving up because they need more room for the kids. It's just, I don't know, the feeling is just great, and people are. Sometimes it's tough to get there, but it's a great feeling to get there.
Yeah, it's emotional transaction sort of thing.
It's a terrific thing. Foreclosures, it's all numbers.
Yep.
Investments are all numbers. It's all about the cap rate. It's all about what they're going to buy the property for and what they can rent it out for and what you can make on it. And that is really all it is. And unless you're going to owner occupy, that's really all it's going to be. Anybody's going to look at. And if I show anybody a property that they're going to buy for an investment, I always tell them, you buy it, make your money while you own it, and then don't try to always make your money on the property itself. Make it while you own it, because that's really the only time you're going to make it.
That's good advice.
Yeah, it is. And, I always try to help people with cap rate, which is your capitalization rate. It should be right around 12% or higher is what I always strive for. What you're looking for. Yep.
Okay, that's good information. Can I ask you what your biggest pet peeve is in your line of work? I mean, you've got to have some that jump right out there. I know you might not want to say them. If you don't want to say your biggest pet peeve, you can let me know.
How long is the show for?
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
You got 3 minutes, baby.
Yeah, 3 more minutes.
It's the pet peeves. That's a tough one.
You want to be politically correct. I understand that. So you don't want to offend anyone. I understand that too. Do you want me to offend people for you? No.
Yeah. Give me one.
No, I don't want to give you one. How about people that don't listen to you? Clients that don't listen to you? How about customers that don't listen to you?
Well, it's
how about I got a better one. How about they never buy what they say they want? They always buy something totally opposite. Go ahead, Warren. Tell me. Am I right? Am I close?
I think you already hit the whole list. Well, buying what you want is not necessarily. I try to show. Some people say, "Well, that's not what I'm looking for." More times than not, I'll have buyers who will buy something that they never thought they would buy, and they'll say it all the time. I never thought I would like something like this.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. A lot of homes are unique and they're different, and you kind of keep an open mind sometimes when you go through them. Because I even found homes that I never thought I'd like when I go through them. And I go through 20 to 30 homes a week.
Yep.
And I get impressed. You just don't know until you see them sometimes.
Actually, I have to agree with you. And you made that totally PC. I really respect that. Steve, you did a great job bringing that one in. Because I do have to agree with you. You're shocked, but the buyer does have to be open-minded, and that's why they end up buying something in the long run is opposite of what they said they wanted.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better for them in the long run.
Yeah.
See, me, I just made my husband spend an extra $30,000. I really want that one.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not kidding.
That's what happens too. I mean, you hit them with something low, and then you show them really something fancy, and boom, they're hooked.
This is the one I want. Period. And there was actually a pending offer, but they had one of those contingency things or something like that. So then it became a competition, which my husband is extremely competitive. So it was a done deal for me. I knew it.
That's cool.
Like, I'll get this house. It's going to happen. But I still want a shed. I do. Is that so bad? I would keep it painted nice. I'd even probably put a metal roof on it because I love the metal roof.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Sounds good to me.
And I won't get changed for the hot tub in the shed.
I'll vote for
Promise.
it.
No? Are you going to Never mind. I don't even want to ask.
Yeah, okay. Moving right along.
Yeah.
So Pat's got his BCB Home Fair Expo exhibitor tag on already. He's ready to go. We're heading over to the show at the Dome Fair Expo. Home Fair Expo at the Dome. Spit it out. Warren, thank you for joining us today. You'll have to come back real soon and tell us what's going on in this market.
Thank you guys for having me.
Get the official coffee of Property Source Radio at Dark Horse Coffee, Dewey Avenue across from Aquinas, open Monday through Saturday and today until 2 p.m. Online, in print, on air, at the malls, Property Source Radio. It starts here. I'm Brenna Hartman. Thanks for joining us today. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m., PropertySourceRadio.com, and stay tuned for the Blue Line Hockey Show up next.